Marhaban bik. You are welcome. In this lesson, we shall be learning about the following words. The first one is inna. This word is not an uncommon one to you. The second is anna. The third word is lakinna. The fourth is ka'anna. Fifth, later. And lastly, la'alla. Do you know these 6 words are called ahruful mushabbaha bil fi'l? Words which are particles which are similar to verbs. These particles, you can see, they are not verbs because they do not have some qualities of verbs. However, they are similar to verbs in the following reasons. The first reason is that these particles, they all ended with fatha, which makes them to be similar to a past tense verb fi'l madi in the Arabic language, like the word qatala, fa'ala, hasiba, the rest of them. So you can see inna, anna, lakinna, ka'anna, later, and la'alla, they are all ending with fatha. The other reason that made them to be called the particles which look like a verb or verbs is that these particles, as you can see them, they connote the meaning of a verb. Because when you say inna and anna, they are both used for emphasis. So it's like I emphasize. Do you understand? While the word lakinna, it is like I correct. While the word ka'anna, it is like I'm saying this looks like. While the word later, I wish. While the word la'alla, I hope or I fear. In the previous episode, we had discussed extensively about these particles, and today we want to make an extension for you so you can understand very well how to use these particles and bring a lot of examples from the Quran and from other texts that you can learn from. First, the word inna and anna, these first two, they are used for tawkid or ta'kid, which is emphasis. An example, you can say inna aliyan talibun. Indeed, Ali is a student. Inna. So you are emphasizing and stressing the point that Ali is a student. He is indeed, he is truly, surely, verily, undoubtedly a student. The same thing goes for anna. However, inna and anna, they connote the same meaning, but they are used in different ways. Now, anna, an example can say ilam anna aliyan talibun. Know that Ali is a student. Know that Ali is indeed a student. So it is emphasis also. While the word lakinna, it is used to make amendments, correction, and to remove doubts from the hearts of the listener. An example I can say al-baytu jadidun lakinna al-athasa qadimun. The house is new, but the furniture is old. What I mean by this is that the house is new. When you tell someone the house is new, his thought will be that since it is a new house, everything included in the house should be new. But when you say lakinna, but, the word but is used for al-istidrak, which means correction. You are trying to correct his mindset that no, the house is new, but the furnitures are old. Now the word ka'anna, it is used for tashbih, which means simile. Do you understand? To make something similar to another, to say that something is similar. Like when I say ka'anna Muhammadan Abbasun, as if Muhammad is Abbas. So you're trying to draw a line of familiarity and similitude between Abbas and Muhammad. So the word later, this one is used for wishes, especially wishing for things which are far-fetched and which may be out of reach and difficult to get. Like when I say later shababa ya'udu yawma, I wish the youthfulness will return someday. And I, as an old man, when I make this wish, I know it is not possible it may be difficult to occur and it is not impossible. So the word later is used for atamanni, which is wish for things which are impossible or are difficult to reach to. Now the last one, which is la'alla, some of us may confuse it with later, however they have some differences. The word la'alla is used for at-taraji wal ishfaq, which means hope and fear. The word la'alla could be used for hope and fear. Like when I say la'alla al-marido yamut, I fear that the sick may die. So this is fear. You're not hoping. But when I say la'alla Allahu yaghfir, la'alla Allah yaghfir lana, perhaps Allah, hopefully Allah will forgive us. So in this lesson, we're going to be learning some other things about the 6 particles which we call al-ahruful mushabbaha bil fa'il, particles which are similar and which resemble the verb. One of the things we shall be learning about these particles is how they occur in a sentence and what the changes they cause. Like these particles, all of them, they change the noun coming after them to carry fatha. And this is another reason why we see them to resemble a verb, because verbs changes the maf'ulun bihi to carry fatha. So you will say inna allaha, not inna allahu. You say anna allaha, not anna allah. So the word Allah will carry fatha. You say ka anna allaha. You say what? Lakinna allaha. You say laysa muhammadan. You say what? La'alla. So you can see all of these particles, they will change the noun coming after them to carry fatha. And these particles, they are usually introduced into a jumlatun ismiya, a nominal sentence. Do you understand? So when they are introduced into a nominal sentence, having the mubtada, which is the nominal noun, and having the khabar predicate, they will change the nominal noun to carry fatha, while the predicate will be on dhamma. Other thing we shall be learning here is that these particles, especially inna, anna, lakinna, and ka'anna, nunul wiqaya can be introduced to them. In example, you can simply say innani or inni. Do you see the nunul wiqaya is there? Or you say annani, or you say lakinni or lakinnani. Do you understand? Or you can even say ka'annani. MashaAllah. So we would not spend much time explaining this because we already have this in our book, Durus al-Lughat al-Arabiyyah, which I've always told you to download from description through the link placed over there, or by the English key through my Amazon link placed in the description box without an extra charge to you. Here we have the heading which says Al-Ahruful Mushabbahatu bil Fa'il. This is under lesson 21 of the book 3 of this book. He said Al-Ahruful Mushabbahatu bil Fa'il, particles which are familiar, which are similar to verb. Here sittatun, they are 6. Wa here, and they are inna, anna, wa ka'anna, walakinna, walayta, wala'alla. These are 6 particles which resemble and are similar to verbs. The first 2, inna wa anna, tufidani tawkid. These first 2, they indicate what is it called? Emphasis. They represent emphasis. Now, one example, Allah says in the Quran, Inna Allah shadidul iqab. Indeed, Allah is severe in punishment. So you can see Inna Allah, indeed, verily. And next we have Allah saying, Wa'alamu anna Allah shadidul iqab. And know all of you that Allah is severe in punishment. So you can see anna Allah, indeed. The next one, ka'anna, this particle, tufidu tashbih. This one shows similitude, that is similarity. Do you understand? So nahwak, like you say, ka'anna al-ilma nurun, as if knowledge is light. Waqad tufidu dhann. Sometimes this particle ka'anna could also stand for what? Doubt, or let's say thought. Do you understand? What is a dhann? Suspicion. You suspect something. Nahu, an example, ka'annani a'rifuk, as if I know you. This one, it is for, you suspect that you know someone. Ka'annani a'rifuk, as if I know you. While the next one, lakinna, which means but, Tufidul istidrak. This one shows correction, amendment, and emendation, like to amend something. An example, layta shababa ya'udu. I wish. No, not this one. Hamidun zakiyun. Hamid is clever. Walakinnahu kaslan. But he's lazy. So when you say that somebody is clever, the listener will feel that a clever person should be someone who is up and doing, he's active, hardworking, no traces of laziness is found in him. In order to remove this doubt from the listener, you simply say lakinnahu, but don't think he's completely clever without any fault. He is lazy. Now the next one is later. Tufidu tamanni. The word later indicates or shows at-tamanni, wishes. An example, later shababa ya'udu yawma. When you say, I wish the youthfulness will return someday. The next one is la'alla, which is the last one. Tufidu taraji wal ishfaq. This one indicates at-taraji, hopefulness, and also fear. Now, an example, you say la'alla Allah yaghfiru li. Perhaps Allah will forgive me. Hopefully, Allah will forgive me. Or you say la'alla jarih yamutu. I fear that the injured or the wounded will die. Can you see the way this word is used in these two statements? Now let's go down. We have here تدخل هذه الأحرف على المبتدأ والخبر. You see these particles, they are usually introduced into a nominal sentence having mubtada and khabar. Fatansibul awwal, then it will change the mubtada to carry fatha, the first noun. Wa yusamma ismaha, and after doing this, that mubtada will now be called ismu of inna, ismu of anna, or ismu of any of them, which means the noun of any of them. Wa tarfa'ul khabar, then it will make the al-akhar, the khabar, which is the predicate, to carry dhamma. What yusamma khabaraha, and it will now be called khabaru of that particle. An example, we have the word Allahu Ghafurun. Allah is all forgiving. The word Allah here is coming as mubtada, nominal noun, while the word Ghafurun is al-khabaru, which means predicate. But when you introduce the word inna to them, it becomes inna Allah Ghafurun. Indeed, Allah is all forgiving. So the Allah here has become ismu inna, and the Ghafurun has become what? Khabaru inna. This is how to use them. Now, min ahkami ismiha wa khabariha. There are some few rules guiding the mubtada of this, the noun of these particles, and also the predicate of these particles. Among them, yajuzu an yakuna ismuha nakira. It is allowed that the noun of these particular particles should be what? An indefinite noun. An example, you say ka'anna shay'an lam yahduth, as if nothing happened. As if something did not happen, as if nothing happened. كَأَنَّ شَيْئًا لَمْ يَحْدُثْ. The word shay'un here is coming as nakira with the matan. It is not a definite word, so it is allowed. خَبَرُهَا كَخَبَرِ الْمُبْتَدَى إِمَّا مُفْرَدٌ. The khabar of these particular verbs, of particular particles, can be like the normal khabar of a mubtada. It could either be coming as mufrad, a singular word, jumla, or a sentence, wa imma shibhu jumla, or the like of a sentence, like zarfun or harfun, that is harfu jarrin and majrur. An example, the first example we have, inna Allah sari'ul hisab. Indeed, Allah is swift in reckoning. So the word sari'ul hisab, sari'u here is coming as what? As the khabar, and it is single. Number two, you have inna Allah yaghfiru dhunuba jami'a. Indeed, Allah forgives all sins. So yaghfiru dhunuba jami'a, this is coming as jumla, full sentence. And we have inna Allah indahu ilmu sa'a. Indeed, Allah has the knowledge of the last hour, of the last day. So indahu here, ilmu sa'a, this is coming as zarfun shibhul jumla. MashaAllah. Number three, we have ka'annaka minas sin, as if you are from China. So you can see this is also shibhul jumla, because minasini is harful jar wal majrur. Now we have la'alla al-mudarrisa inda al-mudiri. Perhaps the teacher is with the principal. So la'alla here, inda here is coming as dharfun also. Now, another thing we need to put attention is that لا يجوز تقدم خبرها عليها. It is not allowed to bring forth the khabar of this particular particle before the mubtada or before the particle. Wala ala ismiha, nor is it allowed for you to bring the khabar before the noun. So it is not allowed for you to say Ghafurun inna Allah, forgiving indeed Allah. It's not allowed. Or for you to say Jumla inna Allah Ghafurun in the following sentence. So the only way you should say is what? Inna Allah Ghafurun. Another thing you need to learn here is that يجوز توسط خبرها بينها وبين اسمها. It is allowed that the khabar should come in between it and the ism. So the khabar can come between the inna and also the ism. إذا كان الاسم معرفة وخبر شبه الجملة. That is, if the ism, the noun, is what? Coming as a definite noun, and the khabar is coming as the like of a sentence. An example is say, Inna ilayna iyabahum. Indeed, to us is their return. You know this sentence originally will be what? Inna iyabahum ilayna. But here, the khabar is made to come in between inna and also the ism, which is iyaba. So you say inna ilayna iyabahum. Thumma inna alayna hisabahum. The same thing. ويجب ذلك إذا كان الاسم نكرة, and this is compulsory. You need to bring the khabar in between the particle and also the noun if the word is, if the ismu is a nakira, an indefinite one. An example, we say inna ladayna ankala. Indeed, inna ladayna ankala. Indeed, to us is the ankal. What is ankal? I'm not very sure of the meaning. So, inna ma'al usri yusra. Allah says, inna ma'al usri yusra. Inna ma'al usri yusra. Indeed, with difficulty comes ease. The next rule is that yajuzu dukhulu nun al-wiqaya ala. It is allowed, permissible, that you should introduce nun al-wiqaya, the nun of prevention. Nun, that nun that we have ni. It is allowed for you to introduce it into the following particles: inna, anna, ka'anna, and lakinna. Fanaqul, example, we say innani, indeed I, or inni, annani or anni, ka'annani or ka'anni, lakinnani or lakinni. Amma later, as for later, fala tuhdhafu minha illa nadurun, fanaqulu laytani. So, as for later, fala tuhdhafu minha illa nadura. It is not allowed for you to remove it from it. Fanaqul, so you say laytani. Wa amma la'alla fala tadkhulu alayha illa qalila. As for la'alla, the nun wiqaya, it is very rare for you to add it. So you simply say la'alli, perhaps might. So you can see with this we have learned some of the rules guiding the 6 particles which look like a verb. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us better understanding than we have tried to present it until we meet again. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum.